in the reserves match, grand final. Boort, last year's premiers, playing Donald. In the first quarter, Boort kicked one straight goal. Donald kicked 1 goal and 3 behinds to lead by 3 points. Second quarter, Boort kicked 3 goals, 2 to Donald's 1 point, and Boort lead by 16 points at half time. Going through the Boort side from the back line, we've got Craig Robertson, fullback Darryl Fraser, and in the other back pocket is I should have it written down in. I can't. Who's in another back pocket? Well, Rastus is over there. He's on the back flank, and David Gould, centre half back, and Dennis Taylor, another back flank. Across the centre, we've got Wayne Keeble, Owen Chalmers in the centre, and Tony Dell, Paul Dell on the other wing. Half forward lines, Michael Lanyon and Barry King, who was second in the league's goal kicking this year, and Jimmy Chalmers, another forward flank, who won the club's best and fairest in the reserves. The forward pocket is Trevor Rice. His full forward is Stephen Twos. And the other forward pocket is Gordy Parker, the captain. Terry McGrath roving, Butch Saunders on the ball, and ruck rover Dennis Boyle. And I'll find out who was in that other back pocket in a minute. On the bench, Percy Morazy, and too sure who the other bloke was on the bench today, but who was Andrew Wagner is the other one on the bench. Rodney Wright's the other back pocket. I'm sorry, Rod. Anyway, all set for a good last half, and it's pretty hard to put premierships back to back, they say. But I think the Boort boys carry on like they've been going. They'll do well. Owen Chalmers has been playing well in the centre. Butch has been going well in the ruck. Rastus and David Gould across the half back line well, and Darryl Gould's been doing a good job at the full back line. The fellas around the ground to show out up to this stage. Jimmy Chalmers and Kingy, and up till half time, Michael Lanyon's kicked a goal, Wayne Saunders a goal, Stephen Two's a goal, and Trevor Rice a goal. So they've all spread the goals around. It's a lovely day here today at St Arnaud, and the crowd's starting to disperse now to start this last half of the reserves. Right, the siren sound here for the third quarter. Fizzy Jackson, the umpire, comes in, bounces it up on the ruck. Butch Saunders wins it down nicely. Stephen Boyle flicked it out in front of himself there, and Mick Lanyon backing up nicely, picked it up beautifully, and he's driven it right down into the teeth of goal, only to be marked by Donald in defence. Kicked high by the Donald player. Up there high was Donald. Boyle kicked it off the ground. Jimmy Parnes, a handball to Mick Lanyon, who centred the ball. In front is Terry McGrath, got one over the shoulder, but play on's the call. After there's Donald player 34, he can't pick it up. Kingy's in there. Here comes Broughton. Donald, he's kicked it out on that far side wing and bounces and over the line for a boundary throw-in. St Arnaud ground's in beautiful condition, considering there's a severe drought on this 1982. Up in the ruck there, Butch Saunders just grabs it and breaks clear through the pack and kicks it back into attack. Mick Lanyon's there, got a shove out and play on. It's a goal. Donald reading the race for it there, picked it up. Left foot pass, dropped short. Bunny Robert kick off the ground, picked up nicely by Donald. Player there in 26 who's Rooney. David Rooney kicked it up into the forward zone for Donald. They've scrambled on the ground up there, and the umpire's blown his whistle, and Fizzy Jackson will come in and ball it up. Bounce right in the teeth of Donald's goals. It's all Donald up, punched down, snapped up, and kicked through for a behind by Kieran Davidson. 15 points of difference now. Donald 1 goal 5. Kicked high by Daryl Fraser. David Gould didn't quite mark that one. It's hit the ground. Colin Franklin's kicked it. No one can get it. There's a scramble, and I think what Fizzy's doing there. He's picked out a free kick. It's going to Chris Wood. He's kicked it out the bottom side there. He's Donald's captain. Kicked off the ground by Daryl Fraser. Cleared back into the forward line by and up high, taking a good mark, is Kieran Davidson. There's a breeze favouring the end that Donald are kicking at the moment. It's blowing straight down the ground, south to north, and wind should cow at this end. See the flags over there flapping just a little bit. He's had a shot, but he's offline again for another behind. Daryl Fraser gone for the short pass. It's a good one. Finds Dennis Taylor. He takes a bounce. Coming around on his right foot. Kicks down there. Gouldy slipped just when he went for it. And I think he'll take a free kick. Being held down and not in possession. David Gould hesitates there, but he's gone for the long drop punt this time. Jimmy Chalmers in front and takes a lovely mark. He plays on immediately. It's on his left foot. Kicks it centre half forward position. Terry McGrath has got it. Handballs back to Weevil. Weevil kicked back into forward line area. Hits the ground. No one can trap it there at the moment. Flicked out behind by Toosey there. Gordy Parker dives on top of the ball. And I think Fizzy Jackson will ball it up again. Bounces the ball. Toos knocks that down. King's got it. Oh, he's nearly got it. And he take a free. He got shoved when just trying to crash that ball. And Barry King is in scoring distance there. Second in the reserves goal kicking this year. Lines him up. Looks pretty. No, it's gone across the face of goal. Hit the ground and touch through for a behind. To 15 points of difference again as Donald kick it back into play. At that bottom side, punched away nicely by Dell. He races after it, sockers it off the ground. Gordy can't try trap it there. Cleared by a back pocket player, Cullen. Knocked on again by Donald. Kicked back to the centre half forward area and a nice mark taken by that Donald player there. Leon Burton. Leon Burton, left foot's a scrubber, drops short, but in front. In front there's Kelvin Adamson. He's already kicked Donald's only goal. And he looks lining up this one. He's no worries, he's put it through the centre. Only 10 points of difference now. 9 points of difference. And that's his second goal. About 6 minutes gone in this quarter. Bounced in the centre again, up they go. Knocked down by Franklin that time. Coming through hard as Owen Chalmers, he couldn't trap it, it was picked up by Donald. Geary, he kicks it down there. And umpires picked out a free. It's going to Broughton again. Burton on me. Kick down there, and oh, there's a man running in by himself. Carmichael. He's in scoring distance too with that breeze behind him. It's not a strong one. It is an advantage to that bottom end. Boort will have that in the last quarter. Looking from here, he's made no mistake. Right through the centre. And 2 goals, 2. to this quarter to Donald. Only 3 points of difference now. And Ian Carmichael's first goal. Big men come in. Up they go. Butch Saunders trapped it nicely there. Hand passed it out. Jimmy Chalmers can't trap it there. They're all on top of it. And free against Butch there. 15 metres against Butch. And Donald kick it into attack, only to find David, safe hands to David Gould. Sent half back taking mark. He's gone to the pass out here to Bunny Rob, and he's taken a good mark. He played fairly well the first quarter too. Bunny Rob comes around here, he's hugging, oh, it's over the line on the full, I think. And free kick to 56 Donald. Just Pearce, Nick Pearce. He's kicked it down there and find Davidson again. Davidson kicks it back to centre half forward area. Big Butcher's there, he can't get it. Daryl Fraser does it nicely. But a free against Butch again. Costly Butch. And Kelvin Adamson's got it again. He would only be 35 metres out. Already kicked two. What has he done? It's dropping short. Punched high by the Boort defenders. And they must have been over the line. And it's forced through for behind to Donald. 2 points of difference. Daryl Fraser kicks it high, nice kick too, right out to the point of the square. In front, Alan Chalmers punched away from him, punched away by Rod Wright. It's on the ground, hand below the head by Gould, picked up by Burton. Hand pass out there, Donald punched away nicely by Paul Dell. He's trapped it. Gone for a kick up there, only to find Broughton in front. Take a mark in front of McLennan there. Oh, I made a mistake there. Beat him over the line for boundary throwing. Up they go, punched clear by Donald. Rux kicked off the ground by Dell. Gordy Parker's in there, dives on it, grabs it, and penalised for holding the ball. Cop one for his efforts too, by the looks. Umpire's blown the whistle again. 15 metres again against Boort. This is costly, third quarter. Only 2 points of difference. They've given away ground, they've given away another 15 metres. Only won last week's match by 1 point. And trying to make it hard for themselves again. Butch in front there. Got a shove in the back and will take a free kick. Big Butch Saunders thumps it out to that half-back line area there. Alan Chalmers can't trap it. Burton's got it. Left foot kick in there. Only to find Rod Wright, the dock on the left foot. Kicks it back towards the centre square. Weevils up high, can't trap it. It's on the ground. Kicked around into attack by Donald again. Up high behind was Robinson, but trapped nicely off the ground. Dennis Taylor out there, find Paul Dell. He's playing a fairly handy game too. Delly comes round, gone to the long torpedo, centre half forward area. Just carries over McLean's head to be marked by Broughton. Broughton's gone for a pass and it's a good one. Donald go for another little pass here, but chipping in front's Gould. He punches to the ground. Jimmy Chalmers dives on it, cops a high tackle, and will take a free kick. He plays on immediately, kicks a right foot, drop punt out down the ground, and McLean will take a free there, held and trying to get to the ball. And good umpiring, Fizzy Jackson, to spot that. McLean has kicked it up into the forward line area, but Donald are all in front, take an easy mark. Going for another pass out the side here, so it's come off too. Donald torpedo along the wing here. Front's Weevil, he can't trap it. McLean's got it, tackled, it's on the ground. Fizzy Jackson will come in and ball it up. Izzy Jackson bounces the ball, not a bad one. Butch Saunders up, wins it down, lovely. Darwin Chalmers gets it, handballs are clear. Stephen Boyle and Weevil are both there. Weevil shepherds nicely, Boyle picks it up. But the boundary umpire says he was over the line. And the video will show whether he is right or wrong. We're on the wrong angle here to tell though, I think. Franklin grabs it, hand passes it out to his captain who kicks it back into attack. Percy Morazi's on the ground now. And Dennis Taylor breaks through the pack, only to be cleared by Donald. And leading out in front of Rastus there is 26 of Donald, who kicks it around back into attack. Doc Wright's up there and punches it clear of his opponent. Doc handballs it nicely back to Rastus. Rastus a handball back there to Percy Morazi on the left foot. Under a bit of pressure, didn't go too well. He chases hard after his man. His man clears it nicely, and it's a beautiful pass. And hits that man there, Davidson, on the chest. His kick in there. Bunny Rod trapped it beautifully and hand pass saw it back to Davidson again. Davidson back there to Donald again. Donald back into attack. Anderson pulled his head down. He didn't want it. Let's see why he pulled his head down. He copped one behind the ear. And he'll take a free for that. Silly free, Boort. He's in scoring distance. He's kicked 2 goals. And the difference only 2 points. Comes in, drop punt. Goal umpire says 1 point. It's only a point the difference. Daryl Fraser gone for the big torpedo back into play. Twos is there, the ruck, but he hung back and the Donald Ruckman tapped it clear. Jimmy Chalmers intercepted nicely, tried to handball it clear, dives back on the ball, and it's on the ground, and there's a bit of a punch on there. They're in after the ball. Fizzy come in and try and clear it up. The boys are pretty keyed up for this match. And got the video on it there. A bit of hugging and kissing going on there. It was more than kissing, I'd say. And Izzy Jackson should gain control here. He decided to bounce the ball. He bounces it up, and Donald play a wrench. No, he's sent it the other way. Faded against Owen Chalmers, and Franklin kicked it back into play, and in front was Donald again. Giles was of Donald, kicked it out to the side there. They're zigzagging across the ground, which is not good football, but it's the Board's advantage. Scrambling after the ball there. I think it's another ball up over there. There's another bit of fisticuffs on over that side. The boys are well stirred up. The free kick's going Boort's way this time. Trevor Rice to take the kick. Rice, he's gone to a drop punt down there. Up high is Cullen. Played in the seniors last week, who absolutely got slaughtered by Witcherproof. He leads after the ball again, but I think it'll roll over the boundary line for boundary throw-in. Yes, there's a bit of... Boys' tempers are fired up a bit there, but the game's not over yet. They don't want to get too carried away. They've got to win this game, and they'll win the fight. Broughton got trapped it there, dived on it, kicked clear by Donald. Percy Morazi punches it down there. Owen Chalmers picks it up nicely. He's taken a bounce. He's kicked it, only to find Jeff Cullen. That's not him. Cullen, taking an easy mark. He kicks it back into attack. Up high goes Styles. Oh, Fizzy, he took the mark anyway. Fizzy's already got into Terry McGrath's back and give away 15 metres as well. That's definitely the Boort's advantage. And another 15 metres. And Boort boys clapping as Donald comes sucked in. There's another 15 metres in the... Oh, she looks more like 20 metres. Boort boys will take it all. Brings Terry McGrath up nearly in kicking distance. There's not much breeze now. He's going for the drop punt. He's kicked it up there, give it every chance. It's in the square, up high. And Fizzy's picked out a free. It's going Donald's way. Kicking out to this pocket to his captain. And he finds him in Wood. Chris Wood's kicked it out, and I think he's over the line on the... No. Boundary paid that. Donald kick it back to the centre square. Up high, Terry McGrath punches it clear. Davidson's got it. Kicked off the ground nicely by Terry McGrath. He's coming through hard, but he couldn't get it. Giles kicks it again. Stephen Boyle's there, tackles him, but he gets it clear. Coming through Percy Morazy, he shepherded nicely as David Gill kicks a beautiful torpedo back into attack. Gordy Parker in front. There's that captain, he took a gutsy mark. He plays on immediately. He's gone for the short pass out there and finds Wags. Andrew Wagner on the ground. He's in scoring distance, but he plays on. God, he should have taken his time there, but Big Butch ran across. So Marco, he's played on too. They're not even going to line up these goals. Wags has got to get a hand pass back to Owen Chalmers. He ducks a tackle. It's on the ground. I think umpire will ball it up. Bounce the ball again. Twos wins it down nicely to King. King's left foot high. Owen Chalmers out there. And a gutsy mark to Owen Chalmers. He's going to line this one up. Time for a cool head in front of goal. Owen Chalmers, pretty good kick. Not far out, only 25 metres. Only a point the difference. 2 points the difference, I'm sorry. Comes in. Drop punt. Right through the goal. Good goal. The 20-minute mark this quarter. First goal. The Boort puts them 8 points in front. Points lead, 20-minute mark. And a handy goal. Just as the siren sounds, a three-quarter time. 34 points to Boort, 26. Donald, lead of 8 points to Boort. Boort got the advantage of this breeze, and if they can go on like they played the other three quarters, I think they'll have a double at the flag this year. Bounce in the centre. Up they go. Butch Saunders won it beautifully down to Boyley. He was trapped. Butch had picked it up again. Handballed it. Oh, Fizzy. Anyway, yeah, free kick. It's gone to Donald. Donald kicked it back. There's their centre half board. Was in front school. He can't trap it. Ricey's kicked it back there out to the wing. Weevil's out there, but he underrun it. Donald trapped it nicely and kicked it back into attack. Leading in the race is Bunny Robinson, but judging the ball better was a Donald player. Whittaker took a good mark. He's kicked it back into play. Up high, it was punch clear, and it's over the boundary line for throwing. Ball thrown back into play. In front is Butch, knocks it to the ground. Butch is trying to row it again. Handballed out by Boyley, only to be trapped by Donald. They centre the ball. After there's Giles, punched away from him by Trevor Rice. Weevil's in after it, dives on it, but can't trap it. Stack of players there, right in the centre of the ground. And umpire will come in to ball it up. Knocked down by Franklin that time. Cleared by Donald. Out here, Doc Wright punches it clear, kicks it off the ground nicely. Picked up better by Donald and kicked back into play. And in front is Craig Robbie. Take a good strong mark. Bunny Rob goes for the big torpedo right at the centre of the ground. Owen Chalmers read it nicely and taken a good mark. Got one in the face for his trouble too, I think. He's kicked it out here in the Mike Lennon direction. He's in front. Oh, it could have nearly been paid that. He's dropped it off the ground. The umpire's blown the whistle. And I think he'll ball it up. Bounce of the ball. Butch Saunders trapped it down again. Boyley can't draw trap it. He kicks it out in front of himself. I think it'll beat him over the line for another boundary throw-in. Thrown back into play. Grabbed out of the back by Colin Franklin. Punched on by Boyley. Stephen Boyle coming to this game now. Terry McGrath kicks it back to the centre. Half forward area. Punches out there. It's all Donald though clearing the ball. Only hard after his Wags, but Donald clear it out to the wing area. In front's Davidson of Donald. He punches it away. Kicked out that wing there. Dennis Taylor off the ground. Jimmy Chalmers after it. Davidson bare handball back over his head. And I think the boundary umpire's blown the whistle over there for a throw-in. Big crowd here today at St Arnaud. See the people on the hill over there. It's beautiful weather for this grand final. Ball thrown back into play. Jimmy Chalmers in the ruck, wins it down too, and I think he'll take. No, heard a whistle in, but blown it for a ball up right on the point of the square. Boort's forward line. Punched clear by Donald, but intercepted nicely by Dennis Taylor. He kicks it back there. McLean direction. It just went over his head. He's still after it though. Good football. Gordy Parker broke through there nicely. Here comes Cullen. He played a good game last week in the seniors. He's kicked a little pass. It's not a good one. Donald player here has gone for a bounce. Gone for another one. He's got shoved over after he kicked it. Terry Russell it is. And kicked downfield against Perth there. And kick will be taken by Leon Burton. No, it won't. It's 52. Peter Sheridan. Sheridan of Donald. Comes a short pass. No mark there. It's on the ground. And umpire come in, balled it up. Right in Donald's half-forward flank area. Bounce. It's not a good one. It goes to the boundary, taken over the line by Rod Wright. Another boundary throw-in. Back into play. Gould in the ruck, knocked away from him by Burton. It's on the ground, Terry McGrath there. I think it'll lead him over the line for another boundary throw-in. Ground's nearly square there on that corner. Pretty deep pocket. And back into play. Gould in front. Punches it down, but it doesn't go anywhere. Donald clear it, left foot kick. Sheridan it was. Dropped in the front there. Bunny Rob's last line of defence comes round on his left foot, kicks it back up by his own Chalmers and taking another good mark. Handball's on out to Terry McGrath. Terry's after it. He's bumped clear though. Picked up there. Good tackle, Percy Morazy. Play-on's a call. Franklin's got it. Hand pass back here. The bounce over the line right in front of us for a boundary throw-in. Right in the centre wing area, thrown back into play. McLennan in the ruck. Colin Franklin handballs it out nicely out of the ruck. Kick back centre half forward for Donald. They're doing quite a bit of attacking. On goes that number 6. His hand pass back's gone astray. In they come. David Gould, beautiful football care. Kingy's there, punched away from him by Broughton. Picked up by Donald again. Terry McGrath there, up high and take a lovely grab, Titchy McGrath. Looking for the hand pass, a good one out to Ricey. Ricey on the left foot. Oh, it's speared off the side. He's found Gordy Parker, the captain of the Boort side, who kicks on immediately into attack. In front, McLean is punched away from him. Percy Morazy on his left foot, snaps it back right into the teeth of goal. Up there, hits the ground, punched on, kicked off the ground by Gordy Parker. She's only through for one behind. Gives them a 9-point first score for the quarter. It's 7 minutes gone and only 1 point scored. It's all Donald out there. Boort's got it. He does a bit of tunnel ball with it. And free kick's gone to him. Tackle high, I suppose. He's gone out here and found his man out here. No worries, all by himself. Kick back down here up until Davey Gould. Good mark. Good play. Terry McGrath's there. Hits the ground. Donald after it picks up nicely. Going for the pass round here. And it's over the line. And it's only a boundary throwing. Boundary throwing, centre wing. Up they go. Oh, Gildy got one in the back there, and the ruck play on's a call. In there after it. Right, he dives on it beautifully. Coming around, he's gone for a little short pass to Mick Lanyon. It's a good one. Mike Lanyon's got it. He's gone for a pass back to the centre. Boort boys are running on now. This is better football. Kingy's got it. Handball back there to Weevil. Weevil's got it now. He's lined up the goals. What's he done? He's gone offline for one behind. Best passage of football for the day, that. Kick back into play by Donald. They're up there, up high, punched away by King. Wagner's there. He's kicked off the ground in front of himself. He's still after it. King's trapped it. He's lined up the goals. He's dropping short. In front's twos. Well done, Steve. Kicked handball back over his head. Tackled him well. He's kept going after it. Donald in there. Tackled well Mike Lanyon. He dropped the ball. And it... Fizzy Jackson says throw it in boundary. Right in Boort's forward pocket. This is the last quarter of the grand final, 1982. Mick Lanyon grabs it out of the ruck and runs around, and he gone bang right through the centre to Mick Lanyon. Good football. That's his second goal. Boort sixth. Gives him that little edge. Bounce in the centre again, up they go. Franklin wins it down, but it's trapped by Alan Chalmers. Well, not quite trapped by him, but he's got a hand pass out nicely to Percy Morazy. He's dummy nicely, beautiful hand pass back to Wagner. Wagner hand pass back to King. Oh, no, cleared by Donald. Kicked it back to the centre. In front still Alan Chalmers and cop one behind the ear. Take a free kick. He's gone for a pass out there to Gordy Parker. The Boort boys are running hot. Big kick by Gordy Parker. Right back into the teeth of goal there. Holds the forward pocket area really. It's on the ground. Jimmy Chalmers has got it coming through hard with Stephen Boyle. I think he was tripped to someone on the ground there. I think it's Big Butch. No, it's Barry King, Ian, I think. And Stephen Boyle taking a free there for being tripped. And Stephen Boyle's lining up the goals. A good kick, Steve. He could put this through. He's had a shot. What's he done? The goal umpire says it's only one behind. They all count. $16 points of difference now. So kick back into play by Donald. It's on the ground there. Spreading the pack with Jimmy Chalmers, but Dumpy's found a free. Going to Donald. Donald will kick it back to the centre. Doc Wright punches away nicely. But Chris Broughton's got it. He's trying to do everything there. They can't get it. Gordy Parker didn't have the ball when tackled and will take a free. Young the little captain, but he's got a big heart. And he's kicked it back into play, and Kingy copped one. Copped one very high, and I think he's out cold. I think he's a bit sick, Barry King. He copped a nasty, reportable offence, that I would say. But it is finals footy. But he copped one right in the head. Anyway, the free's going on. The Chalmers can give this every chance. But she's going to drop short into the square. Front's Jimmy. Can't get it. Weevil. No, it's not Weevil. It's Percy Morazy. He had it, and he's blowing the whistle. He's going to ball it up right on the end of the 10-yard square, Boort's forward line. Barry King looks like he's moving around now. I think he'll be all right. Like he had that mouth guard in. Ball's not clear there, cleared by Donald again. Out here, Donald man all by himself. Plays on. He's going for a kick up here. Gildy's in front. Oh, great mark, Dave Gould. I can't get past him this quarter. Nice kick too, Davey Gould. Who said he can't kick? He's kicked it right down there. Kingy's up high. He's been paid the mark. Miraculous recovery from that hard knock. And, Barry King will drive this well into a nice torpedo too, Barry. It's right up there. Puts Saunders behind, can't get it. It's on the ground. Mick Lanyon's got it. And he's penalised for holding the ball, I'd say. Free going to Donald. At 13 minutes gone this quarter, should be half over. Kick back to the centre. Only to find Owen Chalmers there. He's trapped it nicely. Hand pass back to Dennis Taylor. He's got a little short one into Kingy. Kingy, a quick kick this time. High. Gordy Parker's by himself there. Oh, he's under the pack and got ridden to the ground. That hurt him too. And Donald clear it again. This man out here by himself again. Russell it is. He kicked it there. In front was Rice. He punched it away and it's rolled over the line for a boundary throwing. Terry Russell that was of Donald. Good boys keep the pressure on now. The premiership's theirs. Front's twos was punched away by Colin Franklin. Kicked high again by Donald. Everyone's in there. No one can get it. Kicked off the ground by Donald. Punched away by Donald. They don't want it. Coming through. There is Toosie. Nice hand pass, Toosie out to Dennis Taylor, who's kicked it out here in the Wags direction. Wags has got it. Beautifully shepherded by Percy Morazy. Wags has got it. Kicked it back there. Mick Lanyon's there. Has gone over his head. Hit the ground. Cullen's got it. He can't do it. Well done, Michael Lanyon. He's gone in and he's gone bang right through the centre again. Great football, Mick Lanyon. Followed that play right up from down here. Finish it off with a lovely goal. His third. Puts Boort right onto a 22-point lead now, which I would say is unbeatable. Good football, Magpies. I think they're 2 goals, 3 Boort this quarter to Donald, no score. Bounce back in the centre again. Spins to be crooked. Terry McGrath takes it out of the centre and kicks it along the ground. Butch Saunders a hand pass back in the Kingy area. Kingy can't try to trap it. He's beaten for it and hand pass out by Donald. Percy Morazy overruns it. Donald after it and tackled. Hang on, there's a bit of a millie on behind the play. And the big Butcher's in there. And the Boort boys have got this one. I don't think there's any point in winning the fight. It was nice to win everything. Yeah. Donald boys might be getting a bit dark on losing. Anyway, here we go. Kick back on by Donald. Up to Dennis Taylor. David Gould caught one on the head then too. And Busy Jackson's found another free going to Davidson. What for I can't tell. Davidson it is. Kicks it high. Do attack for Donald. All up there, punched away by Darryl Fraser. Trapped in, kicked back into the centre. Punched away by the Doc. Bunny Rob's got the run of her. Quite a good go in that back pocket, Bunny Rob. Handball back there to Dennis Taylor's good football, Maggie's. As he kicks it down there, only to find Westy. Hit Westy on the chest. West run around, hand pass back by West. It's not a good one, it's too high. It's on the ground, I think it'll go over the boundary line for a throw-in. Billing for out in the full. It must have been out on the full. It's Donald player in Jeff Cullen has to take the free kick over there. He plays on now, runs around, kicks it over the forward line area, punched away by the Boort defenders, punched high again by Donald, punched away by Rice. In there, trapped by Donald again. He's run around, kicked on his left foot, high into attack. Up there is punch clear. Twos has got it now, nicely picked up and a little sharp kick around there, but there's no Boort players there at all. Picked up by Donald, kick back there. Look at it, it's all Donald. Only Percy Morazy there. It's punched away from him, but Alan Chalmers coming over. He ran over it. Westy's got it. Runs around. Twos is laying on the ground there. He's got one high. Westy's had a snap at the goals. It's hit through. Donald's first score of the quarter, 1 point. Three 9, 7 6. The Weevil it is. Wayne Keeble kicks it down there. No one can trap it. Erastus has gone off the ground. And it's over that side of the ground and rolls out fans for a throw-in. About 18 minutes gone on this quarter. Can't be much to go. Thrown back into play. Jimmy Chalmers in the ruck, but Franklin wins it down to Wood, his captain. Intercepted nicely by Owen Chalmers, and his kick's cut off by the Donald defenders. Kick back by Donald. Find Westy in front. He can't trap it. It's on the ground. Owen Chalmers is on top of the ball. Punches it off the ground. It's good football. Weevil's got it. Hand pass back to Dennis Taylor. Taylor on his right foot. Round there and finds the winged warrior. Jimmy Chalmers got the nasty knee in the back first quarter. Gone for the big torpedo. A good 1-2. He's covered a lot of distance. Right down the ground, punched on by Wagner. Here comes Mick Lanyon again. He's trapped it nicely. Hand pass back to Gordy Parker. And he's had a shot. He's gone bang. And what's he done? One behind. Point there to Boort. Kick back. The play by Donald. They're all up. Hits the ground. Trapped nicely by Barry King. He's going for a snap kick out of that pocket on the offside of the ground in front of the large crowd as it rolls over the line. Boundary's throwing. And there's a siren. Well done, Maggies. That's 2 flags in a row to the reserves. They say your seniors are only as strong as your reserves, and Boort have won 2 flags in a row now. The reserves. Well deserved. Finished the year on top of the ladder. Last year's premiers have gone on to put back-to-back premierships together. Pretty hard effort. They say you can't do it. The seconds have proved it. Coached by Larry Maxted this year, Eddie Ellison last year. And good gutsy last quarter there. And so a good team effort by everyone. They're all very pleased over there. And, large crowd supporters here today.